Now we'll do our 10 energy movements together. We'll do 5 each movement. Your legs shoulder width. And we're opening up our fascia system. That's our triple burn. That will help to clean up our lymph as well. And we're creating an energy field for ourselves. Now, this movement, we're balancing our lungs and colon. Our immune system. Make sure you breathe 5.5 seconds in and out. Next movement. Now we're balancing our whole gut system. If you have stomach fullness, excessive gas, bloating, this movement will help. One hand, you're touching sky, the other one, earth. This movement are about, we're balancing our 7 basic emotions. And then if people have neck tightness, upper spine tightness, anxiety, fear, this one will help too. This movement we're balancing our heart system and small intestines. If you just cannot calm your mind, and this will help. And then if you feel sense of sadness, frustration, do this one, that will help. This movement will begin to strengthen our tendons, lower back, and stretch out our spine. Our arm and leg meridian lines. If you have lower back pain, don't force it, okay? Just do as much as you can. That's perfectly all right. Now, our liver system. Now the kidney system. And if you have heel pain, neuropathy, restless legs, kidney stone, prostate inflammation, or pelvic floor, or uterus, or bladder, and this is a really good movement for you. Now, the next two movements are our longevity movements. We really need to strengthen and just stretch out our tendon and open up all the meridian lines. Now, the last one, our forehead to the floor.
We lost you, Dr. Liu. We're not able to see you or hear you, Dr. Liu. We're still not able to see or hear you, Dr. Liu. Thanks for your patience, everybody. It will be worth the wait.
Sarah, do we know that he can hear you?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Thanks for your patience, everybody. Dr. Liu is working on it. Welcome back, Dr. Lu. Everybody's very flexible now.
So we hold it there for 30 seconds, right? Am I back?
You are back.
Okay. So our butternut squash. Did you hear me talking about our butternut squash, Sarah, or did?
No, we are excitedly waiting.
So I thought every week, we will do 2 kind of featured vegetables, and I encourage all of you to go to farmers market, just to pick what's seasonal, right? So this, when you choose that if you can find smooth skin ones, and that really is important. And then the other thing is, make sure when you weight it, it's heavy. That means that you really, it's ripe, and it's, you don't want to, if it's light, then that's too old, right? You don't want that, and you want this really heavy ones. And then you can steam it, you can stir fry it, you cut it in cubes, and you can bake it, and you can share with your dogs as well. They like it, and it's good for everybody's digestion, and it's really good for balance the whole gut system. And then the other thing is, I always try to introduce a little bit of mushrooms. I told you I have this mushroom guy that he didn't have the shiitake mushroom this week, but he introduced me to this mushroom. It's gorgeous. Look. See? And this one you can eat. You just need to cut the bottom part, and it smells really delicious. I had something that for lunch but I saved a little bit to show you. You can stir fry it with bok choy, or today I slow cook it. I had the chicken wings with it, and with some fresh potatoes, and then with some fresh mushrooms. So 1 or 2 mushrooms a day, that will really promote immune T cell, especially if people who have high level of inflammation, or just to do cancer prevention or cancer treatment. And this is really good for you. So that's my 2 featured vegetables for this week, and go and get some. I also want to show you some of my lunches, if Sarah can pull it up, and we'll give you some ideas of what you can cook for this week. Now, you see that I baked that squash, and also the cauliflower. I have this really, really good olive oil from Ravello from Italy. And so I really enjoy using that, and just bake that. And I made that with, I believe is chicken and brown rice, and some bean sprouts. So this is I think was my Tuesday's lunch. Are we showing more lunches? Or okay. So this is, if you see that shiitake mushroom chicken, and that is, I can share the recipes with you. This is really delicious. Fresh young poached potatoes, and boiled beets, and also Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts is in season as well. So I believe that was my either Wednesday or Thursday's lunch. So just, I'm hoping that will get you excited about cooking, right? And go out and get your fresh ingredients and cook. And we'll show them one more. And Yeah, all of that, woodier mushroom and woodier mushroom, and that is really good for balancing, for reducing blood stagnation. That is going to be my next week's featured vegetables. So, you know, cucumbers just give you some ideas how you put a meal together, right? If we can show them today's mushroom, this featured mushroom, yeah, you see, isn't that gorgeous? I'm making a whole pot of chicken wings, potatoes, and with mushrooms, and you can see actually when you cook them, these ingredients are happy. You can see they want to be eaten. They give you this big smile. Ha ha, eat me. Oh, look at that. It's just gorgeous. All right. I hope that give you some inspiration of cooking. So yeah, look at that. That is my today's lunch. And with chicken wings and mushrooms, and have some dark beets and some stir-fried vegetables, and some watermelon radish. I had a good lunch. And brown rice. And now I opened up 2 pounds of brown rice. I'm going to cook it and finish it, and then I probably will go back to golden rice for 2 pounds, and then I do this brown rice and golden rice, and 2 pounds, and 2 pounds will be good for the whole week, and that includes 2 people and 2 dogs. Okay, so I hope that, you know, excite you of cooking more. So today I thought we will continue on with our Feng Shui teaching. So I found this old teaching I thought was very interesting. I'll show you. So what is the main, just kind of, what is Feng Shui? Feng Shui really is just that energy flow. You gotta flow with the energy that promote healing, promote wellness, and you gotta avoid. So you see that Feng Shui, the basic idea of Feng Shui, they says that Xu Xie Zei Feng. So all these things that from energy perspective will cause stagnation, or just it's not going to have a flow, and you just need to avoid that. So we can go through all these things when we go through each kind of rooms and go through the gardens and go through certain things, so you know what I'm talking about. And the other thing is that so what is the goal? What is the state of mind that if you have good Feng Shui that people will try to achieve? It's called Tian Dan Xu Wu. Tian Dan Xu Wu really is that it's a state of mind, it's the stability, it's the calmness, it's the smooth energy flow. So that is the goal, right? And then if we achieve that goal, then we have achieved, then every single part of your system, then the energy, the elements, that they will do everything for you without needing to have additional support. But how to, right? This is the goal, this is the state of mind, and this is the goal we try to achieve, and this is 精神内守. So this is how to do that. So what are we trying to achieve when we have good Feng Shui? So it's really, it's we call 精神内守. 精神, 精 is the kidneys, right? We try to promote healthy interactions between the kidney system and Shen is the heart system. Because in traditional Chinese medicine, that we know that heart has two, right? Has your mind and also has the spirit. So we're really trying to promote what you naturally already have. The smooth, you have your guidance, right? You have, that's the blessing. That is Shen, a part of Shen. And then you try to create Jing, that is the vital energy, the smoothness and the healthy interactions between these two. So that really is the goal for it. So how do we do that? So I'm going to show you room by room. Last time we showed a little bit front door, and this time we will show a little bit of bedroom and see what are the basic principles you should follow in bedroom. So the bedroom, the idea is that you, first of all, the bed should be ideally is, we call that 坐北朝南, is you are your face, your head, 百会 is when you lie there, and 北, that this part, that the back part of the bed is face north, right? It's north, and then the whole bed is south, right? You say 坐北, that then the 百会, that's on the top of your head when you lie, that touches north, and then 朝南, the whole body is the south. So that is one basic principle. If you can, your bed should be 坐北朝南, right? Your bed. So this is the bed. So as you see, this part is the bay, that's the north part, is the wall part, that's the bay. Nan is this the bed, the whole bed. Stretch out to Nan, that's the south part, right? And then if you can see that the dream catcher is one of the native way of catching bad dreams or unclean energy, and have something, especially, well, we'll go back to a little bit of saying, well, the basic principle is if you can put your bed this way, right? And then when you open the door, that shouldn't be directly face the bed, right? So that's another basic principle. And your bedroom should be very tidy, always very clean, not have a lot of whatever, unnecessary things in there. And that's just not needed there, right? And then you have, when you sleep, you should have blackout curtains. And your bedroom should be one of your coldest room, right? Because then you can cover yourself properly, and that gives you the warmth from within that promote better detox for you. And then that help to bring together the heart and kidney system. So the room should be one of your coldest room in the house. And you should make sure you get all those unnecessary things out of your bedroom. And you see, I do have a little bit kind of resting place, a chair and a little table. Sometimes that I do read there and take a rest there. And then the color we choose, again, that our bedroom is on the, west side. If you are a young couple, you try to produce babies, then you should choose the east side of the house, right? If you are over 50 and you are very stable, that is, reproduction is not your concern anymore, then you should choose a bedroom on the west side, because that produces stability, right? And make sure that the only thing you need to do is massage and read, right? And have a very clean bedroom as well. So these are the basic principles. Now, if we can show what is outside of the bedroom a little bit. Yeah, so you see, this is the outside, and what is outside really is just nature, right? If you have a small backyard and large backyard, it doesn't really matter. Plant something outside your bedroom because that will give you good feng shui as well. And if you have a small pond, if you have a just something that with a little water, that the water should flow towards you, right? Not away from you, but toward your house, toward your bedroom. That will give you good energy as well. So the reason to do all this, right? And you see, I have a rain garden there, collect the rainwater, but this is flow toward the house, right? A guide, and of course, safely toward the house. So, so these are the basic principles. Have a clean bedroom, the temperature should be low, the cover should be thick, right? And the bed should really, if you can, set up the north and face fouls, and that will help you. Why is that? That because that can promote the energy, can naturally promote the interaction between your kidney system and your heart system. That will in turn to help you to sleep better, and will also in turn to help you to detox better and to have better immune system. Make sure that if you do have a bathroom within your bedroom, and always close the door and put the toilet lid down. Move your TV and phone out of your bedroom. That's important because then that creates a different energy field. So again, feng shui really is just to promote the best interaction between the heart and the kidney system to keep one well. If we get your mind more stable, if we get your spirit, then you have the intuition, your spirit, you can hear your spirit, that's your intuition, guide you, you can listen to, and you have good jing, that's your vital energy. If you can achieve that, of course, you have good feng shui. So doing good feng shui, no, really not is, then you can make a better decision, then everything else will come towards you. Right? A lot of people that says, oh, good energy means more money. Well, I guess financial stability is a part of well-being, but it shouldn't be the reason to do it, right? And just create a smooth energy flow. So these are the basic principles of one's bedroom. I will leave time for questions.
Dr. Liu, unfortunately, sometimes things are not designed intentionally in this way as they should be. So I'm wondering for people, for example, who are not able to place the head of the bed on the north wall, there's a question that's coming through about that. What are some things that they can do to offset some of the negative effects of that less ideal situation?
Less ideal situation, you can get either a dream catcher, a piece of jade, and yeah, that's really is something that can switch the energy, and then you can bring it to me, and we call that kaiguang. Kaiguang is that to put energy into it, and so that will help to turn the energy around. So in monastery, monks do that all the time for people. That's what we call kaiguang. Kaiguang is bring the light and bring the balance and bring the harmony in.
And I think if I heard you correctly, Dr. Liu, you said neutral colors for the bedroom in terms of paint and linens, and you want it a relaxed
Very relaxed, and whatever relaxes you, right? And sometimes that you see the lot of, especially Asians, they like a little red color there. That's really good, and just whatever please you, and that is fine. And but what you shouldn't do is you shouldn't have a mirror, right? If you say, oh, I cannot do the direction, but at least if you have a mirror, just face you lying there, you have a mirror face you, that is a no-no. Get that mirror covered at least. If you cover it with a red silk will do, especially kids, because kids are sensitive. And there are spirits, right? And their energy, and they can view as spirits. And sometimes that, just like people, right? We say this world, and then the other world, there's a veil away, and don't always try to open up the veil. But what do people do? Sometimes they open up the veil. I don't know why, but they do that. The spirit world is the same. Sometimes then some little entities and spirits, and they will open the veil, and especially they like to visit children. That's why a lot of kids, sometimes they don't sleep well, sometimes they get scared, and listen to them. And then cover, if you have a mirror there, make sure you cover that, and make sure that if you cannot do your own bedroom, make sure you do, maybe you can do it in their bedroom, or get something to bring the harmony into their bedroom, and then the kids, they will sleep better.
Dr. Liu, you've said now repeatedly about the idea of either jade or a dream catcher, of something that can offset some of that negative energy. Does that have to be placed anywhere specific?
Yes, and in the bedroom has to be on the north side of the wall. So ideally, if it's not, we can move that, but there has to be several pieces that we can make that. It's like a vertex of energy, right? Make that energy right. But that I have to look at something to see it. But yeah, there are always ways we can do to change the energy, to make the energy more balanced. So yeah, don't panic. You cannot do just the little things, the baby steps.
Dr. Liu, what are just some simple indicators that one's energy flow might be off in their living space?
When you first enter your bedroom, you have this heaviness in your heart, not the lightness in your heart. And when you sleep, and you often wake up, and not because of insomnia or something, just something that you feel that something about to happen, and you just, a lot of times you just don't feel right. So these are some indicators. And then the other thing is with kids, that sometimes they often cry, and they don't want to sleep in their own bed, and they want to come and join you. And they got scared in their own bedroom. These are some indicators. And of course, there are other reasons, but don't neglect the Feng Shui, the energy flow. That could be a reason.
Dr. Liu, what is the root of the Feng Shui philosophy?
The root of the Feng Shui really is based on longevity and Taoism and Buddhism. So I would say 65–70% Taoism, because Taoist really, and then traditional Chinese medicine that is adapt Taoism into that. The Feng Shui energy healing is very important. In Asia, and it doesn't really have to be in China, any country in Asia, that when they open a bank, when they build a house, and when they do anything, they always ask Feng Shui master and a Taoist priest or a Buddhist monk or whoever to come and bless the house, to come and look at the Feng Shui and say, oh, you should put this here, you should put it there. So that is a quite common practice. And even in today's society, it's still.
I want to just share with our listeners that our clinic is actually very intentionally designed, of course, with those elements in mind. Of course, that's to be expected. But I just thought maybe you could just share a little bit about that, Dr. Liu, with our listeners about what your thoughts were in arranging the clinic a very specific way.
So our clinic that really is the three characters I put outside my door, right? Blessing, that means that we are guided because we say Shangyi, the best healers or the top level of healers and or doctors, they are just the conduits. They are the instruments of the spirit, right? They are humble to be guided. So the first is blessing, so the energy can flow in. As you can see how we intentionally choose those rooms in that the whole buildings they have, and we have a really good energy flow in. That's blessing. And then the second is is that whatever the treatment I design, that I am hoping the spirit will guide me to wellness. So because it is my responsibility to get you well, right? It is your responsibility to work with me. So we have that's Lu, that's the second. And third is Shou, that's longevity, because you're here for healing. So our goal really is to create wellness and different type of wellness and longevity for you. So that's how those rooms are designed to have that flow. That's why a lot of people, when they come into our clinic without understanding the Feng Shui, they're like, oh yeah, cool. This is really, just something that's really right. And then you see the kids, it doesn't really matter how wild they were outside when they come in, and they like it, especially kids and dogs and cats, and they just have this natural, oh, I just want to be here, because they can sense that energy flow. So that's how, that's why that each room, the furniture is put in certain ways, and then everything. So everything, when you walk into our clinic, none of the items in the room is random. Everything is based on the good energy flow. So we do have good Feng Shui.
Thank you so much, Dr. Liu. We are all out of time. Thank you. So fascinating.
Until next time, my friend.
So cool, Dr. Liu. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Dr. Liu. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Dr. Liu. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Dr. Liu.
Dr. Liu. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you. Thank you very
Thank you,
much,
Dr.
Dr. Liu. Thank you,
Thank you.
Sarah.
Thank you.
You both.